It's a political world, and you're in it. Meow, baby.
Welcome to Fast Cat XXX. So, the two trains have left their stations. You're on the same tracks. The trains are speeding towards each other. At one end of the tracks, the Trump train has left the station filled with people ready to rebuild a battered and bruised America, with Donald J. Trump clearing the rails ahead. It's a train with many cars. The people on the train are all beautiful colors of humanity and come from all walks of life with diverse backgrounds. They are so different, yet they're all the same. Their dreams are different, but even those are the same. How so? Because they all want the same thing, a better life that can only be had under an administration that recognizes the unique talents of every American. The people on Trump's train love America and Americans. They love family. They love God. They love motherhood and fatherhood and children. And they believe babies should not be aborted. The people on this train want to restore America to its greatness. They want to revive American traditions and notions of brotherhood, ingenuity, resourcefulness, hard work, manufacturing, restored education, and all the good things, positive things that are rewarded. Now, at the far end of the track, down there somewhere, the Biden train has left the station after several failures. Biden consistently pressed the wrong button reversing the train's direction, and Biden kept leaving the train and walking around on the platform looking for Hunter. But he was holed up in a hotel room, powdering his nose, doing you-know-what to you-know-who. Now, Camel Toe Harris finally coaxed the wrinkled sheet of evil back onto the train by telling him some kids want to take a class picture with him across town. And the train set off. The Biden train is filled with people who refuse to believe they and the former vice president damaged America. They don't believe it needs saving, even though its destruction is placed at their feet. Now, this train doesn't have many cars. Even Democrats are seeing the wreckage brought about by the wrinkled ghost in the Oval Office. But there are enough believers to have destroyed so many lives and institutions. The people on Biden's train believe they are the colors of the rainbow, not realizing the truth that they are only shadows of the good they could be. Like people on the Trump train, they come from different backgrounds, but share a unified dream. Theirs is a single dream: hate. It is their sustenance. It is the air they breathe. It is the food they eat. It is the ugly, rotting, festering cancer that eats them from the inside, that fills their souls. Hatred of Donald J. Trump and all conservatives, all MAGA people, is what they awaken to every morning and what they go to bed with every night. MAGA hatred is their church. And now, their church is on their train, on a collision course with all things good. The people on this train have opened the border, and everyone in the world is flooding into our country, including petty criminals and murderers. Racists are on this train, preaching white hatred, including the bizarre behavior of white people hating whites. Very weird. But then weirdness is a passenger on this train as well. I'm more concerned now because this conviction, this fraud of a trial, this illegal prosecution was created in a city President Trump rebuilt. He remade New York City. It was a great city because of the incredible development and vision of Donald J. Trump. People love to tear down greatness, don't they? We see this all the time. We see this in celebrities and athletes we praise. A person reaches a high plateau, a heightened sense of greatness unattainable by most. First, we cheer them on. Then we see a crack in the porcelain. What is it? Maybe a stain on the veneer. Can we rub it off? Should we? No. We'd rather call them to the floor and kick them. At the first opportunity, when there is a slight change in that person, a personal setback, a professional faux pas, the knives are drawn and Caesar is killed. We saw the fraud of Trump's trial the instant Alvin Chubalug Bragg brought the trial in real time. We couldn't do a damn thing about it. The trial was a setup from the beginning. We knew it. All of us knew it. 330 million people knew it. And still, we couldn't do a fucking thing about it. President Trump, his guilt was predetermined. We know this. It was a setup from Alvin J. Bragg, the lawyers prosecuting the case in court, and Judge Merchan, and finally the two lawyers sitting in the jury ensuring a guilty vote. That was set. No doubt about it. So, New York City is now destroyed, and the leftist lunatics are loving the destruction. The leftist lunatics have set in motion an earthquake that will shake America at its core. They've hammered a railroad spike into the middle of America and generated a tectonic shift in her people, and the two may never come together again. There was already a toxic fog of animus lingering over America. Years of mainstream media saw to that. Anger, discontent, distrust, and a call to action was boiling over. Well, the vile creature, the multi-billionaire murderer, and yes, that's what he is, George Soros, the murderer, the man who turned Jews into the Nazis in order to save himself, the coward, the supreme coward. He's a murderer. That pig is creating chaos in America by funding stupid fucking college students to protest and cause violence, anti-Semitism, pro-Palestinian bullshit, all advanced by our own congressmen who should be condemned as the repulsive swine they are. I'm talking about Rashida Tlaib and the little rat Ilhan Omar. But like lambs to the slaughter, many young college students scrawled bullshit on poster boards and hit the streets, not knowing a damn thing about Palestine, Hamas, Israel, or even if they are actually a man or a woman. This is the next generation in charge? Well, fuck me. But they say shit like, well, because protesting is cool, man. Me and my friends are like so pro-BLM. Who can be against black lives, right? Because black people are getting fucked over by the white man. It's for real, right? So we're gonna burn down Seattle, man, and the rest of America, because like all cops are pigs, and all they want to do is kill black people all the time. Cops hunt down black people all the time and every day, right? And how can you trust Jews when all they want to do is like white people killing Palestinians like every day? Yeah, well, so Soros funds these riots like mainstream media likes to call protests. Remember CNN reporting it's just a minor little protest in the streets while buildings are burning down behind the moron reporter? Well, it's just a minor riot. And the aimless teens and young adult disciples of demagoguery and the homeless, the vagrants, and criminals bring frozen bottles of water, piss and shit, and handguns and rifles to the innocent protests. Yes, to the innocent protests. They bring this. And then they burn down their own cities. All while local politicians tell police to step back, let it burn, baby, burn. And Some black guys and ladies jump on the same train to Stupidville. Yeah, man, the white man's been taking advantage of the black man for too long. Yeah, motherfuckers have been keeping us down like we're some kind of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's time we stand up and take what's ours. We built this motherfucking country, right? And we're tired of fucking police stopping us just because we're driving black. I'm tired of working 10 times as hard to get the same thing the white man next to me has. Well, you hear this right? And both sides feed into this bullshit. It's exactly what the liberals want. The Democrats want to step away from the truth. And the mainstream media is not just on board the same train, they're fucking train conductors feeding the misery at every train depot. They want to step away from Democrats creating the KKK. Fortunately for America, the KKK is about as powerful as a cube of ice in the middle of the Mojave Desert. It's melting, just like the mainstream media. But there are so many lies taught to American children, beginning in kindergarten, that the entire educational framework is corrupt, and our children are now poisoned with the hate of their own parents. This is where the danger really begins. The kids are in the last car of that train. If we don't catch them before the last stop is reached on the train, their tickets will get punched and the American ride to freedom will be over. Right? That's what will happen. But the train is stopped. It's filled with Marxists and communists, and they aren't sure which party they belong to. Right? The young college kids don't even belong to the Marxists or the communists. They're not even sure. The academics who think they know something usually expound on this with a little finger on the chin. Well, let me explain this one moment, please. Am I truly Marxist or communist? For the life of me, I'm not really certain. Of course, I know the difference of the two. Do I have to decide now? Let me confirm one thing with absolute certainty. I hate America. That much is true. I do. I hate this fucking country. Although I teach in it, fuck it. The Hate America train has unloaded anti-American academics at university campuses for decades now, and they have successfully indoctrinated anti-Semitism in the academia. Now that most professors are not afraid to admit they hate Jews, teaching their class students to hate Jews was an easy rub. Even some Jewish professors hate their Jewishness. George Soros was a Jew, and he hates Jews. Go figure. It's the morons that are perplexing. What isn't perplexing is America's mainstream media. Why is it now, at this point in history, that they refuse to pursue and report on truth? Why do they writhe in orgasmic glee when a white man is accused of assaulting any person of color, but when a person of color assaults a white man, they don't report the fucking crime? Why? This feeds into the repulsive videos of white people posting videos about how embarrassed they are being white. Really? It's fucking repulsive. In fact, it's even a laugh riot watching them. But how pathetic can you be? Well, you can. You can be the incredibly stupid, self-degrading motherfucking asswipe who bends her knees to any person of color and licks their shoes. What the fuck is wrong with you, stupid fucks? If you believe the bullshit coming out of your mouth, you need help before the train conductor gets to your seat, because someone is going to throw you off onto the tracks. If you do the shit because you think it's going to get you some kind of race cred, then you're worse than the other guy, the one who just hopped off the fucking train. Speak the truth. The truth is out there. Catch it if you can. But it's not on the Biden train. It's in the towns and cities. The train stops long enough to unload some trouble, unload some of its poison, then it rolls on. It goes. The truth is, no party is perfect. Both have had passengers on that train. The difference is, Democrats have had seats reserved on that train for a long, long time. But now we know it. Now we know what the Democrats, the leftist liberals of the party, are willing to do. They have lied to Americans for many decades. They have lied to blacks for generations, beginning with the KKK, through the New Deal, civil rights, aborting black babies by the score, and so much more evil. We know this, and so much more to be true. God knows this, and so much more is true. And more so now than ever, as that railroad spike has severed America, we have to come to terms with this truth. The Democrat Party is terrified. They are doing everything possible to maintain control of our country. The truth about the Democrat Party can't hide any longer. They have been found out by the internet. People are wise to their dark methods. They can't blame the ills on Republicans anymore. These aren't the same days of just 3 TV channels, my friend. Those days died long ago. There's no way to hide. Americans have the tools to find the truth. Just Google the Democrat Party. You'll be stunned. They can't hide anymore. The poison drips from the top. Look at Biden's sinister grin.
Mr. President, can you tell us, sir, Donald Trump refers to himself as a political prisoner and blames you directly. What's your response to that, sir? Do you think the conviction will have an impact on the campaign? We'd love to hear your thoughts, sir.
Should he be on the ballot, sir?
Hollywood couldn't have done better in a horror movie. That grin. It says everything. All right, so there you have it, my friends. The Biden answer to Trump's trial. Have you thought about who will be smiling, who will be grinning at the Trump-Biden debate on June 27th? I have. Biden will surely suffer. He may not make it through the debate. Biden requested sitting at a table during the debate. Like all debates throughout history, Trump wanted to stand and face Biden. They always stand and face each other. So, stand they will. You see, the train is coming. If you listen closely, you can hear its wheels grinding the rails in the distance. That's the sound of the Trump train. It's arriving on schedule, November 5th, 2024. We just have one agenda in front of us. We must do everything possible to ensure President Trump is elected this November 5th. We can't allow any votes to be stolen. We need to support Trump in donations when possible, even if it pains us a little. We need to spread the word. This time, we can't be shy. This is a time to be aggressive. We fight fire with fire. We don't back the fuck down. We fucking stand up, shoulders square, eyes wide open, and that's how we do it. All right, thank you for your time, people. I know this is a little long, but a lot had to be said. Please follow me, like the video, subscribe, or just shoot me a comment or a note, and that's cool too. Until next time, feed the cat. This is Das Cat Triple X signing off. Meow, baby.